Hey, 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 friends, I am back doing a little voiceover this time over this video because I did double speed it because apparently I cannot plan in less than 2 hours. It's just how long it takes. So sped it up for y'all so you don't have to sit through another 1 hour and 45-minute long video. So this past week in my planner was the first week of summer. So I am using our May Mix and Match collection, which is actually still available for another 6 days because our collections are always up for 2 months. So you could still get this if you really wanted to. The colors were absolutely perfect for summer, and the theme, was a welcome to summer kind of theme with flamingos. So you'll see that when I start using the deco. But anyway, so now here I am laying down the top strips. I did print these on washi paper, and you can see I'm getting so much better about laying these down. And I am putting them all at the top because I am using the round day covers. So I wanted to make sure that, because remember I told you I did not like how the round looked over that little rectangle for the day. So I did decide to put them all at the top. So I am working on that. Then I believe I move on to the day covers. And normally I lay down the corners first. I messed that order up. I meant to do that, but stuff happens. I got distracted. So here I am laying down the covers and and then I realized as I was laying this down that, oh wait, how did I do that? I messed up the color order because you know how I am. I don't like to have the same color date cover and day, like number. So somehow I messed that up, and then I realized, oh, this one was green, so maybe I should swap it with the other one. So I paused for a second there and then realized I could not do that because then I would have had a red on a red. So I just have to deal with the fact that 2 of the days have a red number and a red day. But anyway, so here I am laying down all of the day circles and date numbers. So what y'all up to this past week? I mean, other than, the nightmare that has been our current presidency. I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get closer to the end of the week, since that's when, most of the absolutely ridiculous things happened. And so here I am almost done laying them down. I just got to do Monday, and then I turn it over and do Tuesday, and then I'm going to move on to my corners. We actually had a very quiet week here. We didn't even really go out and do a family day. It was very rainy on both Thursday and Friday, which are the days we would normally do family days, because those are the days my husband is off of work. Plus, I was really, really trying to get the new releases that we just had from this past weekend up into the shop. And if I had gone out, it would definitely not have happened, because as it was, I did not finish the listings until about 1 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday morning, when everything went live at 10 a.m. So yeah, this week I did decide to use some pattern corners and some grid corners. I used to always do 2 on every page, and then I stopped when I was trying to make it not so bulky, but I really love how 2 looks. So whenever I can use washi paper, I will probably do 2 on each page, because again, the whole reason I stopped is because of the bulk. But since the washi paper is like paper, like so thin, I'm not quite as worried about the bulk as I was previously. The premium mat is thinner than my regular mat, but it's still thicker than washi paper, obviously. So it would build up, but yeah, so I'm laying down a grid and a pattern on each page, alternating, which is on top and which is on the bottom, because, my brain likes to see things like that. And there was a little wrinkle in that one, but that's okay. That's okay. And as you see, I'm still struggling with making sure I stay in frame, although I am in frame for where I'm laying down the sticker, so go me. And unless I move it, I am not going to be in frame for the grid. So let's see, do I move it? Oh, I did. Okay. See, I was being smart. Every once in a while, I do peek up to make sure I'm still in frame. And just finishing up these corners. Like I said, it's been really rainy the last week or so. Rainy season has definitely arrived. All of our humidity has been absolutely insane. We did go to the pool on Friday for a little while. Our community has a community pool. Man, I miss having my own pool. And we did go up there for about 45 minutes because, of course, about 15 minutes after we got there, it started to thunder. So we did wait till it got a little bit closer. But then we got out because, of course, we do not want to be struck by lightning in the pool. That would really hamper our day. So, yeah, that's about all we did this week. It was a quiet week. Lots of, hanging out at home. And here I'm like, I don't want to put it in the same corner, but I really want to use that one. So I did. So I do have 2 in a row of me putting a pattern in that corner. But again, that was the last pattern that I had left that I really wanted to use because it had flamingos on it and they are my favorite, which is why I actually picked the art for this kit. And yeah, so here I am trying to decide which art and quote I want to use for today. I could actually speed this up even a little bit more. Maybe next week I'll try because I plan so slow that even at this is actually 2.3 speed. Even at 2.3 speed, I'm kind of slow. So maybe next week I'll try to speed it up to like 3 times. Here I'm trying to decide what I want to do in the corner. I will say I thought my planning would go faster if I wasn't talking. So like I didn't talk during this plan with me because I knew I was going to double speed it and voice over. So I didn't talk at all. And guess what? It didn't make me any faster. It still took an hour and 45 minutes, which is almost exactly what it took yesterday. So you're welcome that I'm speeding this up to like 45 minutes. I looked at my average watch time for my last video and it was about 40 minutes. So I'm like, all right, well, if I can keep this to 45 minutes, then everybody can watch the whole thing. And here I am picking up his little leg because I wanted to put the flower underneath there. And you can't see it because it's kind of far away, but like his leg definitely has a wrinkle in it. I don't know what I was doing there. I think I had laid it down and then it was too late to pick it back up because it was on top of that other sticker. So it was really stuck down. And look, here I am out of frame. Oh, there we go. So now I'm laying down the quote sticker, less Monday, more summer. It seemed appropriate to use that on Monday. Because I was designing and stuff this week, I definitely, out of frame. That was laying down my How I Feel sticker. And now I'm laying down my weather sticker for the week because I did remember to track it this week. So I got my cute Bailey Bear weather stickers. And the last 2 kits that I just released this past weekend, I did do Bailey Bear weather sticker add-on. So I'm going to try to continue to do those. I don't think I'll go back and redo the old ones. Just because then I have to completely redo those listing pictures and stuff, and I do not want to do all that nonsense. So I probably won't go back and add them for the ones for the rest of the year, but going forward, they will be available because she's so cute. So I am now adding in the things that I did. I had Taco Bell on Monday because I went grocery shopping, and when I go grocery shopping, I refuse to come home from grocery shopping and cook dinner. I'm like, this is bullshit. I just spent an hour and a half shopping. I don't feel like cooking now. So normally we get fast food after I do a grocery shopping because I didn't finish till 7:30 at night. And this particular day, obviously you're not going to see my journaling because I don't do it till after, but like the traffic was really bad that day. There was a huge accident on I-4 that had it completely closed in both directions. And so we had a lot of people using our side road, which is like a highway, a state highway. Not like an interstate, but a regular highway. And there was so much traffic on it. It was insane. It took us 45 minutes to get home from the grocery store, which is normally a 15-minute drive. So fun times. Also on Monday, I found out that there were bots attacking my website. They weren't really attacking, but like I believe it was probably Google indexing, but they were hitting my website like thousands of times per day. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7,000 times a day. So that's what that whole red box is with the piece was never an option sticker. I had to end up downloading and paying for an app that would block the bots because they had hit my page for over 20,000 times in like 3 days, and it was slowing down my webpage for everybody else. So not only that, it was messing up my analytics. Anyway, but you're going to see that deco page right there is cut off, which is why I kept it for myself. My cutters were not behaving that day, and it ended up, being cut way off. So I saved them for myself because I don't mind, especially if it's on the washi paper. You really cannot tell. So here I am on Tuesday doing some fun little layering in the corner there with the patterned boxes for the kit or for the collection, and also the pattern circles and squares. Those are only available in our mix and match bundles for the month. They are not available for my normal weekly kits, although I'm wondering why they're not. Why did I not do that? Anyway, so I have this cute little umbrella, and I'm going to put a flamingo underneath the umbrella. See how smart I am? I knew that was happening. And I think that I don't really do too much other deco for that day. I don't know why. Most of the deco for this kit was flamingos, so I was trying to spread it out a little bit. And so I'm using my pencil. Look, I remembered a pencil, y'all. I used a pencil to make a tiny little mark so that I could line this up, and then I accidentally put it over the mark, so then I couldn't erase it, but that's all right. You could barely see it. And so laid that down on Tuesday. And now I'm going to start doing all of my other stickers for that day. Here I have my Today I Feel, which in this particular week, I put up next to the date. And I actually really liked that, so I'll probably continue to do that. It turned out like it gets it out of the way, but I still get to use it. And I'm doing What You Eatin'. And what did I make for dinner this day? I don't remember now. Yes, beef stroganoff. It's one of my son's favorites. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but, I'm a nice mom, so I make it anyway. And then what else did I do? What's on that sheet? Oh, I was prepping for the plan with me and filming the plan with me. So all of these little Planner Girl stickers are from the Mix and Match collection. Has an add-on that is a whole sheet of Planner Girls doing different things. And that one she's actually planning. So I use that for that. And here I'm trying to decide, do I want to just lay it down or do I want to? So that's when I decide to put it on one of these just to give it a little something something. And I lay that down. And that Tuesday is when I was designing the new releases. And then that little sticker was from, oh crap, I forget the name of the shop. Was it Every Minute a Story? No. I am blanking out. I know it, but I'm blanking out. Maybe I'll remember it. And then I had to pay DHL a tariff for something I had coming from China. The tariff situation, very, very old. It's not cool, y'all. Not cool at all. And then this one is, what is it? Oh my goodness, I can't see. Because I'm reading this voiceover on my phone. It's very small, and I don't actually know what the heck that sticker says. Oh, was it Clean the Kitchen? I don't know. I literally can't see it. Okay. Well, that sucks. Y'all can probably see it better than I can. And so here I decided to use my marker dotted end and do little dots for the journaling box that day. And I'm trying to line it up with the bottom. And they definitely ended up off a little bit, but that's all right. That's all right. See, now I want to go grab my planner and see what the heck that sticker was on Tuesday. All right, let's see. I grabbed my planner because now it's going to bug me, y'all. Because my phone screen is so small, I couldn't read what it says. Let's see here. Ah, clean kitchen. I was right. Clean kitchen. So I am now doing my today sticker. And then I think I'm going to lay down that anxiety sticker because I feel like my anxiety is out of control every day, you guys. It's the last 5 months of this president has taken a serious toll on my mental health. And I'm sure that it has for other people as well. All right. Moving on to a Wednesday. Trying to decide what stickers to use. And here I decided I want to hang this off the edge a la Kelly. And I think you can't see me cutting it because it kind of turned off camera there. Oh, I did kind of try to fix it, but still a little off camera. But, you know, that's all right. That's all right. And if you hear some noise, I'm opening a soda bottle because all this talking is making me a little thirsty. Now I'm trying to decide I want to layer another one with it, but I wanted it underneath. So I lifted it up, put it over. And then I'm going to add a little circle because I thought it needed something to, you know, balance out the squares. And then I'm going to lay down a paint smear with this super cute little scene with the 2 flamingos in the water. I thought the yellow kind of mimicked the yellow in the sun, so I thought that would work out well because originally I was going to have the sun be on the yellow, which would have made it even brighter, but it ended up, I didn't put the yellow over far enough for it to be under there. So yeah, I wasn't laying it out correctly. It's close, but not quite. But that's all right. That's all right. And I'm going to lay down the quote sticker up at the top. Now, you know, I don't know why I give you guys like a blow by blow, but you can literally see what I'm doing. It's just because I don't know what else to say. Like I said, it was such a quiet week that didn't really do too much this week. So like my week was kind of boring. I actually contemplated not filming it, but the filming it is what's making me do it. Because like I always do my my planning on my weekly overview that I showed you guys last week, but I don't always copy it over. Especially when I'm busy, which I've been extremely busy the last couple of weeks, but I'm still making myself do it because I do enjoy it and I like to see it when it's done. So filming for y'all is making sure I get it done. And on Wednesday, we had a chicken broccoli casserole. It was like a dupe of that chicken broccoli at Cracker Barrel. And I know my husband, that's his favorite dish at Cracker Barrel. I'm not the hugest fan of broccoli, and my son absolutely hates broccoli, so I was worried he would not eat it. But he said he couldn't taste the broccoli very much, and he actually really liked it. He ended up eating all of the leftovers. So here I am drawing my box, and I realized too late that the green that I grabbed is definitely too light of a green. Like you can barely even see it there. It almost looks yellow, but that's all right. It's a little darker today now that the acrylic ink has dried because, you know, those are acrylic ink markers. They definitely dry down a little bit darker. So it matches a little bit better today than it did yesterday. I think later when I come back to add like little deco stickers, even by then it was already a darker green. So yeah. So there's my today's sticker, and then I decided to use this cute little bunting. I have a bunch of these from the art or the large sticker flakes, so I was trying to use them wherever I could. And I'm going to lay down all my other stickers, and I uploaded the plan with me to YouTube, and I also posted the reel on Instagram. And then my husband, we had switched pharmacies recently, so I had to call Jardiance. My husband is on Jardiance for diabetes, and I had to call them because I could not remember his coupon code information that lowers his copay from, $50 to $10. So I had to call them to get the information. And y'all, I hate making phone calls. I hate making phone calls. But there was literally no way to find it on the internet. It sucked. And then since I had to go to Publix and pick up the scripts, which is over there in the little corner with my cute little Bailey Bear bottle, I then had to go over to Publix, and I also refilled. We have, like I said, we have a water cooler with big 5-gallon jugs, and we go through about one of those a week. So sometimes more. We drink a lot of water here. So we had to refill those while we were there. They have like a refill water station, and it's like $2.50 to refill it. It's a great deal. Anyway, so here I am, more laying off the side. I do that quite a bit in this video. I'm actually really loving it. Thank you, Kelly. And so I did the pineapple, and then here again, I'm using a pencil to mark out where I wanted to lay it down, the quote sticker. And I do end up laying it down crooked. That's why you see my hands going, ugh, because I realized it was crooked and it was too late to move it. So yeah, fun times. So now I'm trying to decide what I want to do. And I ended up deciding I hate everything in that corner. So I end up bringing some things down and just making like a little scene across the bottom instead of up in the corner, because anything up in that corner looked like it was floating in midair, and I was like, So I did peel up just the corner a little bit so that I could stick this leaf underneath there. And yep, then I'm also going to do, I believe, a flower, which I don't know why I didn't just wait until I was done with the flower to also trim the bottom, because I think I wasn't originally going to do the flower. I was going to do another leaf, but it didn't look right. So here I am with the flower. And then I'm going to lay down these flamingos were tough because it was such a weird floppiness to it. But I made it work. See? Cute. Now I'm going to actually start laying down my stickers, and I'm going to start with my Today I Feel sticker, which is kind of off camera, but hey, a little better than normal. And my little Bailey Bear weather tracker. I have the sunny on there because, again, I do whatever the majority of the day was, but in the evenings is when we would have went to the park and it was pouring then. And on Thursday, we had cinnamon brioche bread French toast with sausage, because I saw the cinnamon brioche bread and I was like, oh my God, that would make amazing French toast. And suddenly that's what we had to have for dinner. So then I trying to figure out where to put my design sticker, and I decide that this cute little box that was part of the deco would be perfect for it. So I laid that down, and then I put a paint smear because, of course, why wouldn't I? Because I didn't use any on the bottom. I want to make sure I used some on the top. So then I laid this box with the design sticker on it. Super cute. And then I'm trying to decide what marker to use. And I realized that I kind of messed up with my markers because I was trying to match them to other things and it just didn't work. So I am making my journaling box before I lay down my stickers, which is unusual. I'm not quite sure why I did it in that order, because normally I lay the stickers down first and then the journaling box. But all right. Okay, Amy, you do you. And you notice whenever I had to freehand one, they're like crooked as shite, because I am not good at freehanding lines. I just can't. I don't know why. They end up looking terrible. Probably the same reason I can't draw or hand letter. I just don't have artistic skill in that way. I have a visual skill. Like, I am great at making stickers and picking art and do all of that, but I cannot draw a lick. Okay, so this is my delivery of my terzepatide. So that was exciting because I was almost out. And yep, so then I have my cute little Planner Girl Happy Meal sticker that I used for that. And then I had to package up some PR items that I needed to send out to my PR squad. And also my friend Tammy's package, because when we order the Tirzepatide, we order it together to make it cheaper. And so I had to package that up and ship it out to her. And so I had to use a cute little ship sticker, which I'm sorry, I do not remember where it was from. And then I had my weekly call with Carla. We were both busy on Wednesday, so it didn't get done. So we pushed it to Thursday. And that cute little FaceTime sticker is from Bubba Bear Studios. Then I cleaned my kitchen, like deep cleaned my kitchen. And that cute little clean the kitchen sticker is from Lily's Little Cupboard. She has the most fun, snarky cleaning stickers and all kinds of things. And her style is very retro, 50s, 60s, 70s, like think bowling alley kind of like thing. Like I can't really describe it, but her shop's amazing. You should definitely check her out if you've never shopped with her before. And so now here I am moving on to Friday. And I used the hello sticker, I'm going to lay down these first. I did like a little collage of drinks and flowers across the bottom, which did leave me a little short for stickers for the rest of the week, but I really wanted to do it. I thought it looked really cute. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Laying this down, and I cannot tell if my voiceover is actually working because it looks like a flat line, and so I'm concerned that it is not recording. But I guess we'll find out at the end. Hopefully I don't have to redo this whole thing. It was making little jumps before, and now it's just like one flat line, so I'm concerned, but I guess we'll find out. All right, so laying down the stickers here. And I'm going to add this cute little flower, and then I think I add some leaves, but I think I might add the leaves later, like at the end. And now, since Friday was the first day of summer, I decided to use the Hello Summer quote sticker on that day. So I'm trimming off the edge here because, again, I laid a lot off the edge this week. And there's the Hello Summer 2025. Coffee. And now I'm going to lay down my Today I Feel, which was stressed AF that day because I was trying to get the listings and the listing images all done. And yeah, it was a little stressful. So laid that down. And then I will start laying down my stickers. So like I said, we did take Lucas to the pool for a little while. So I am going to layer that with one of these grid boxes. Remember I mentioned last week they're fun to either write on or you can layer them, which is what I chose to do. And then I had forgotten to put up my Bailey Bear weather sticker. So I just put that up. And then I wrote what you eaten. And on Friday we had homemade burrito bowls, which actually were really, really good. But found out that my son is one of those weirdos that thinks cilantro tastes like soap. It was cilantro lime rice. And he's like, why does this taste terrible? And turns out he thought the cilantro tasted like soap. And I don't know how he had never had cilantro before. But he hadn't, so he ended up not eating that because he could not handle the taste. And so I wrote down, that was my Tirzepatide shot with my little Molly shot sticker. And then I laid down the work things that I had to do that day and used a Sweet Bean Plans computer one. And then I laid down my wow, I actually showered. I got to tell you, when you work from home and you don't really go to many places, especially during the summer, like I sometimes really forget to shower. Like I'll be like, when did I shower again? Oh yeah, my hair looks terrible. I should probably shower. So then I used a Bailey Bear shower sticker. And while I was in the shower, I did a little refresh on the copper that my hair girl puts on my hair. I have like a glaze that I can do to refresh it a little bit. And then I decided to peel this sticker up and move it down. because I wouldn't have had room for a journaling box if I didn't. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling box, and I'm topping it with one of these banner things. Like I'm literally making that the top of the journaling box. Sorry, I was snapping to see if the line would go up a little bit, and it did. So I think it's recording, and it's just that my voice is very even. And so, yeah. Here I was really struggling laying this down, y'all, because it kept wanting to either overlap the yellow square or go off the edge of the paper. I finally did get it down. It is a little crooked. It is what it is. So then I used the kind of corally pink to make the dots for this day, because I try to go back between lines and dots because, I like them both. And then once I have the big dots done, I go back and add little tiny dots in between. I love the little dotter acrylic markers. They're so fun to play with. They're even fun. I literally bought them for coloring. They're really fun to do that as well. Though I have been so busy, I have not colored in over a month, and it's really, really killing me because I love to color, but I've just been so busy. All right, so on Friday or Saturday, I used minimal decorations that day and kept them all to the bottom because I have a lot to journal for Saturday, y'all. And you're going to see what about once I start adding my stickers for that day. Though I'm sure you probably already know what I'm going to be journaling about that day. So I had to make sure I left myself the biggest journaling box I could because I have a lot to say about the bull crap that happened this weekend. So here I am laying down my quote sticker. I purposely saved this. It's the smallest quote sticker of the bunch, so I purposely saved it for that day because I knew I was going to want a lot of journaling space that day. And so I'm laying down I don't have a whole lot of deco stickers left at this point, so I'm laying down just some small ones. And then I do believe I go to my smaller deco page to do some drinks and flowers across the bottom again, like I did on that other page, but smaller. But maybe I don't do that quite yet. So now I'm laying down my Today I Feel, which says scared, and my weather, which was cloudy, well, partially cloudy. And then I did sleep in on Saturday because why not? I slept till like noon because I was up very late Friday night getting the listings done. So I'm laying that down. And then I use this cute little planner girl. I am so off screen. There we go. Oh, I'm writing what's for dinner. And Friday was a fend for yourself / leftovers night. Because again, I was super busy trying to get everything done. And then I lay down a paint smear and hang it off the edge. And man, I am really off screen right here. And then that sticker says post to Instagram and Facebook about the new releases. And then it was community day for Pokemon on Saturday. So we did go over, we have a park here called NERP is the acronym is. It's Northeastern Regional Park or something like that, but we just call it NERP. Then I went graphics shopping to pick out the graphics for the July functional mix and match sets, and also the release for the stickers for the release of the plan sale that is coming up on July 11th. There is going to be some fun stuff there. I'll give you a little hint. Meow. Woof woof. Anyway, so here is where I'm laying down all these little drinks and flowers. And again, I don't know that you can tell, but they are very cut off center. But again, with the washi paper, once I laid them down, you really can't tell. So that's why I was like, all right, I'll keep this sheet for myself. Would not have sent it out to a customer that way, but it's plenty fine for me. And laying down more and more stickers down there just to make it look even. And now I have my little tiny deco sheet. And those are cut perfectly. I don't know what happened with that other sheet. I don't know if my machines just misread it or what, but I, again, wouldn't have sent it to a customer, so I kept it for myself. And then I'm like, this needs a little bit more. So then I try to lay down a couple more flowers from the small sheet. And then that blue one right there, I'm going to end up hanging off the bottom a little bit and trimming that. And then I'm going to lay down the 8647 sticker. Oh, wait, no, first I laid down my sleeping sticker, Planner Girl. Then I laid down my day off sticker because it was my day off. Now I'm going to, what am I doing? Oh, I did do the top before I realized I should probably lay down the 8647 sticker. Gee, I wonder why I used that. That was part of the new releases from this past weekend. It was on a sheet that has 8647. And the other sticker you'll actually see on the next day. All right, so 8647. I put that down so that I could do the rest of the box like as part of that sticker. You'll see what I mean. And apparently CapCut has some kind of limit to how long you can actually record because it just stopped while I was in the middle of talking. And yeah. Anyway, so now we had to restart and now we are back and I laid down that idiot repellent sticker and the goddammit Trump sticker. And yeah, so laying that down now. And I really, really am hoping that when I hit record to do the rest of this, that it didn't erase what I have already done. I have this sneaking feeling that it might have. And then I'm going to have to redo the whole thing. So, yay. All right, so now I am laying down for Sunday. And like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of stickers left by the time I got to Sunday for deco, but I did lay down my last big flamingo on top of that little tiny pond. But yeah, and I did some more flowers hanging off the bottom. And then I did, I believe I do the pink flamingo quote sticker that came with like the actual deco. But I don't remember if I do that now or if I do it later. I must do it later. No? Am I doing it now? Yep, there it is. There we go. That was like I think that and one leaf are all I had left of the big stickers. All right, so now I'm going to lay down my Today I Feel sticker. Oh, no, that's right. I got to do the quote on the top first. So I'm, again, doing the off the edge, quite a lot of it this week, and I really do love how it looks. So now I am layering this cute circle box over it. And then I'm like, I started to lay down stickers, but I'm like, I don't like that. I think it needs, well, first I trimmed it, and then I'm like, I think it needs another circle. So I'm like, yeah, see, I'm like, no, I don't like that. So that's when I go and I lay this circle down, and then I'm like, okay, that's better. I don't know why that one tiny little circle made it better, but it did. So I mark where I want this to go, and I got to tell you, that did make lining things up better. All right, in the mood for summer. Though I'm really not. Summer is not my favorite. It was when I lived up north, but now that I live down here in Florida, I hate summer. All right, that sticker is the other sticker that's on the 8647 sheet. It says, one day we will wake up to his obituary. So those two stickers are together on a sheet. And now I'm laying down my weather sticker. It was very rainy on Sunday. Like it was raining on and off almost all day. The only good thing about rainy season, I get to turn my sprinklers off and my water bill goes down by like half. It's insane how much money it costs to water your lawn down here. And During dry season, you absolutely must, or it will die, and it looks terrible. And wow, I am very off screen here, but I did do a do effin' laundry sticker along with a bunny laundry doodle sticker from Mr. and Mrs. Mint. And then I have the Work on July limited edition because I was deciding that on Saturday or Sunday. And then I had to schedule a marketing email for Monday. I do end up moving that down because it was up a little too high. So yeah, I scheduled a mail from Monday. And then that little sticker is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. That's little Molly. And I'm not sure who that girl is on the Ellie box. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I filled our pill container with another cute little Bailey pill bottle. What you eaten? We had sauteed shrimp and ramen salad. Y'all, if you're interested, hit me up and I'll give you the recipe for the ramen salad. You actually toast the ramen in the oven so it's like crunchy, and you mix it with coleslaw, and it's got this dressing. And oh my God, you guys, it was amazing. I'm still eating it for leftovers. I just had some for lunch. It's not as crunchy anymore because of the dressing, but still tastes amazing. Realized I didn't have very much room left for journaling for Sunday, so decided to use this cute big bubble sticker to do my journaling for that day. So there won't be a lot because, it's not a very big thing, and you don't see it on screen because I didn't realize it till way later, but that big open space above the flamingo, I did put a sticker there that says, I'm way too sober for this. But again, I ended up doing it after, and I'm like, oh, where did this blank screen? So now I'm going through and just trying to fill in any empty space anywhere using some of the smaller deco stickers because I still had a buttload left. And now I'm moving on to Tuesday and adding in any little, trying to fill up empty spots with deco stickers. So I laid down a couple of more flamingos because why not? I freaking love flamingos. They are definitely my favorite bird. Does one have a favorite bird? Well, if they do, it's flamingos. And trying to decide what to put in that space, and nothing really works out too well. I don't know, what did I put there? Oh, I ended up putting a smaller banner there. Along with, oh no, I put the flower down at the bottom, I guess. I thought maybe I put the flower on the banner. And more flowers. And another flamingo up at the top. I put a lot of flamingos on this page. All right, moving on to whatever day that is. Wednesday, I think. And I'm filling in that empty spot. And man, again, I'm off camera. I was not doing too great that day. So I used the small umbrella with a super tiny flamingo. And its feet went over the pickup scripts from Publix box. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. And then I'm like, all right, that's enough for that page. So I move on to the next one. And I really need to remember to keep my planner down a little further. And I lay this cute pineapple because I had a pineapple on that page already. So I'm like, why not? And then I put these drinks like kind of staggered over the line there, the journaling line. And what else did I do? Oh, another banner. And then on Friday, I had quite a bit of empty space. And I was like, I need some big things. So I had this one big leaf left from the large deco stickers. So I just trimmed the stem off it because I didn't like how it looked. And then I laid that down. And then I'm going to use the smaller stickers to fill in some of this other space. And I think that's all I do for that day. Do I do another flamingo? Oh, no, I do another leaf. And another leaf. And yeah, that's it for that day. And then here I decide to use these cute little, the mix and match large size comes with these cute little corner, like doodled corners. So, and I had a whole bunch of them and laid those down on that day. And then I think I went back and looked for any other days that I might want to lay them on. So I did them on this day in opposite corners. And I did them on this day And also opposite corners, I believe. Yep. I think I started to put it up. Yep. Okay, I was going to put it up there, but that flower was in the way, so I ended up putting it down further. And I used some cute little brackets on this page because why not? I had them left over. And did I do more brackets on this page? I did. I don't know why, because that ended up looking kind of silly, but that's all right. That's all right. And then I think that was all I did. So here I went and grabbed my quote box, my quote thing, because I needed one to put in that box. And that is a foiled one that says morning biatches. And that is foiled with our yellow, pink, or yellow, red, orange prism foil. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining.